Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Have and to Roll. I am Daft Prodigy, joined as always by my beautiful husband, Rain Zero. You are listening to Session 70, Masters of Discretion. We are joined once more this session by our good friend Mike, also known as the Prince of Spades. We are so grateful to have had the opportunity to play this game with Mike after benefiting from his GM skills for years. We'll have more information on where else you can find the Prince of Spades at the end of the session. This session also features sound effects by Syrinscape and music by Michael Ghelfi Audio. More on those also at the end of the session. Now, let's head back to fair Verona, where we lay our scene on Curse of the Crimson Throne.
Hello, beautiful wife.
Hello, beautiful husband.
And hello, beautiful Mike.
Guest.
Hello, beautiful couple.
Oh. Oh.
Welcome back for the third and final appearance. After this, you'll never work in this podcast again.
Oh, no.
No, it's lovely to have you on.
No, I mean it.
Oh, Jeff means it. Oh shit, she's serious.
Serious.
We are now coming back to the underwater civilization of Verona.
Fair Verona.
Where we lay our scene. Where Mike has been playing the king of Verona, the father of Ophelia.
King Caliban.
King Caliban.
Yes.
And the stumbler upon of one giant mess.
Mm-hmm.
Really, though, I think calling it a mess is a bit of an understatement at this point.
Yes, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Massacre?
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
happened
Massacre.
in Fair Verona, where we lay our scene?
Well, Mike?
So, at the end of the first, not the first session, but the end of like the first recording session that we were doing, we ended up being surrounded by a bunch of possessed townsfolk, if you will, and we had to quickly dispatch them using non-lethal means.
Yeah.
We made haste back to the palace, where we wanted to restore the first of the, what were we calling them again? Guardian stones? Ward stones. There we go.
Ward stones.
We were then
Yes.
accosted by 3 of the guards who turned out to be aboleths in disguise.
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun.
One of which I slew almost immediately by stabbing it straight in the face.
Amazing.
One of which smacked Lenore with its tentacle and made her arm turn all mucusy and lowered her
transparent.
constitution score. Yeah, and lowered her constitution score. And then Caliban was like, we can't have that, and healed her.
Yeah, without actually touching her. That was we then proceeded to start attacking this unholy abomination. This thing looks like if an aboleth had a bigger mouth and shark fangs. My aura of justice came in a lot of handy.
Yes.
Just getting all the smites in.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Another fun fact. When we came into the room, the creature said intruders, which triggered 3 symbols on the ceiling that were drawn in the shape of 3 hags in the maiden mother crone coven sort of situation. And we recognize the crone as Ivica, the sea hag we had dealt with in the Jagari River.
Yes.
At the beginning of
Some
book
time
2. So this creature is working with the Coven of Sea Hags that has been fucking with Ophelia's life and trying to take over the city and succeeding by measures.
Yeah, it seems like they've been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And
Upon killing the creature, the Veil and Mirage Arcana wore off, and what originally appeared to be a library with a bunch of bookshelves was revealed to be quite a mass grave.
Yep.
The
Basically, everybody that had tried to stop it, that had learned what it did, came here and
murdered horribly. And we quickly searching through the bodies, we found a body of the Oracle using his ultimate mercy. Caliban was able to spend 10 uses of his lay on hands and take a negative level and cast Raise Dead.
That was so cool.
on the Oracle.
On the Oracle.
And the Oracle was able to resurrect Ophelia.
Yay!
So we are back now with Ophelia revived.
Yes.
I believe she is now getting dressed again.
Yes. We did some tearful hugging. Damien would like to make a knowledge check to see if he can figure out the fuck that thing was.
Sure. That'd be knowledge, dungeoneering, I believe.
Knowledge dungeoneering. Ugh. Oh, that was not great. 21?
You have no idea what that thing was. Some sort of fish thing related to Aboleth somehow.
Ooh, Squelch also has knowledge engineering. Let's see if she knows.
Dungeoneering.
Every time I mean to say knowledge dungeoneering and I say knowledge engineering. This is what happens when you play Iron Gods for 4 years. Okay.
And you go to any other adventure path
You go to
never
literally
use
any other
never
adventure path.
use engineering.
And never use knowledge engineering again. Come on, Squelch. 27?
You have no idea what this is.
Okay, let's see if anybody else can help. Ophelia has a +6 to knowledge dungeoneering.
Ophelia would be getting it at a -5 because nobody else knows what it is.
Well, she does aid with a 19 total, so
You guys
we're looking at a
collectively,
31.
you guys collectively, as you all are putting your heads together, like Squelch is like, is it a kraken? No, those are like octopuses. Like, is it Charybdis? No, that's like a whirlpool thing. And then like,
if we put our heads together, won't that hurt?
and together you are able to, like, talking about various myths that you've heard, come up with that this is a thing called a veiled master.
Oh.
Aboleths are among the oldest of the world's denizens, creatures that trace their presence back to the deepest reaches of the world's oceans, to times far before humanity came to dwell upon the globe, or before even most deities turned their attention to this tiny sphere of water and stone. In those ancient times, only elder forces and eldritch entities knew of the world. Even the gods were dismissed and ignored by the Aboleth race. For while they were not gods as we know them today, Aboleths knew themselves capable, given time, of anything the gods could accomplish. And the Aboleths have always had time. During an ancient era when Aboleths manipulated humanity like puppets, some of their kind disguised themselves to walk among their pets, veiling themselves with magic to appear as humanoids. These were the Veiled Masters.
Makes sense.
If one were to foolishly attempt to impose human hierarchies on this alien race, Veiled Masters would be considered the nobility among their Aboleth kin. In truth, while Aboleths do treat Veiled Masters with utmost respect and defer to their decisions, they are not regarded as the rulers of the race. Stranger and still more dangerous entities rule over Veiled Masters from the deepest trenches below the sea. Aboleths are undoubtedly skilled at domination and illusion, but Veiled Masters are the true experts of the arcane. Veiled Masters engineer the deceptions and manipulations of ancient humanity's culture. Their hidden gifts and subtle coaxings did much to encourage humanity's first rise to glory in that age. And in many of those first empires, Veiled Masters walking among the populace whispering in their leaders' ears. The people knew the Veiled Masters as powerful wizards, and there were murmurs that the mysterious cabal was more than human, but few suspected the truth for very long. The Veiled Masters quelled such suspicions by doing violence to the bodies and minds of those who proved too curious.
Really?
Yes. When the Veiled Masters first learned of humanity's growing hubris, of their belief that they were greater than their patrons, these manipulators punished humanity. At first, the punishments were minor, yet to the Veiled Masters' surprise and frustration, they only strengthened humanity's resolve. In the end, destruction was deemed the answer, and as human culture fell into ruins, the Veiled Masters retreated into the depths of the sea, content for now that the devastation above would serve as a lesson that would never be forgotten. Today, Veiled Masters live on. They walk among the humanoid races again, watching and waiting. The time to teach a new lesson, drawing ever near. They are 14 feet in length and weigh 1,500 pounds.
Squelch looks at the corpse.
That's about right.
You don't know anything else about Veiled
A little
Masters.
shorter than average.
So,
This one's about 15 feet.
these are what?
This one's about 14 feet.
Oh, yeah.
13 foot 10. Probably insecure about it.
Probably don't want to take a picture next to this one. You need a bigger one. Put this up on your wall and people go, yeah, I've seen bigger.
Oh, I could put this on our Tinder profile.
Goodness.
Pose with your swords like men pose with fish on their Tinder profiles. Yes. Good.
Incredible. And yeah, you don't really know anything else about Veiled Masters. Clearly very powerful in the arcane arts.
Big bad aboleth. Not leaders, but like lieutenants.
Yes. But yeah, about now, Ophelia would be able to be dressed again.
It's so much harder to do all these straps underwater. Hello.
Oh, little minnow.
Hi,
Now, does
Dad.
Ophelia have like any other family here, or is it just Caliban?
I think she has some sisters who might be out and about doing things that will make their father proud. But yeah, as Ophelia comes out of the bedroom, Damien will swim forward and envelop her in a big hug. I would like to roll a charisma check for the quality of the hug. Just a d20. I love rolling a d20 for the quality of the hug. It's an 8. He's underwater, but somehow his hands still manage to feel a little clammy.
Well,
He's been through a lot today. Ophelia hugs him back. As he holds on a little too long, she sort of pats him on the shoulder like, okay, it's okay. He's crying a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. Hugs all around.
Lenore,
Hey, what's up?
you have this feeling like while all this is going on.
Tonight's gonna be a good night?
No, the opposite.
Uh-oh.
While this is going on, obviously it's very nice having Ophelia back, etc., etc. There is this feeling, though, as if it's almost like you left a window open somewhere in the back of your mind.
Uh-oh.
You just keep having this feeling like, like did I leave the stove on? Or like something.
Wait, stoves don't work underwater. I shouldn't be worried about that.
I was just about to say.
There's something in the back of your mind that is open, accessible, that shouldn't be.
Does anybody have, like, a hat made out of tinfoil or something?
What's tinfoil? Something you use on the surface?
Yeah, it keeps things from being exposed to the air, I guess.
Why would you? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Here's
like
a problem.
Horrible corrosive substance there.
I felt it on my flesh. It's uncomfortable.
Not like good, safe water. Salt water.
Yes, salt water. Nice and safe.
Not like good, safe salt water full of microbes. Never corrupted anything that's salt water.
Yes. Completely unlike sand. Don't like sand. Gets
I hate sand.
it's all grainy.
Dad, are you going on about sand again?
No. Go to your room.
I'm already here!
Go to my room.
I missed you.
I missed you too, little minnow.
Oh. Hug again.
I'm guessing because we're both so happy to see each other, there's not... And because all of this stuff has happened already, there's not going to be any additional punishment for anything that may or may not have occurred.
Caliban kind of gives a nervous look to everyone.
I may have heard that you wanted to impose the death penalty on my friends.
That was not my decision to make. I levied for a lighter sentence, which was to serve as my servants in restoring some of the damage that had been done because of your actions. Child.
When I went to the surface, I was so excited. Everything was different and new, and I wasn't expecting that there were going to be people who wanted to hurt me. And then there were so many. I was careless.
And Caliban places his hands on Ophelia's shoulders and just says, child, it was not you. Not entirely. It was not me entirely either. It was our whole society. We place such emphasis on protecting ourselves to the point where we exclude everyone else. It was this attitude that drove you from us. It is this attitude that I wish to change, but I cannot do it alone. Now, you have a choice to make. As much as it pains me to say this, you are of two worlds. As much as you belong here with me, making up for what you have done, you also belong with your friends on the surface, helping to protect a place that you now call home. I do not expect you to have an answer. I will give you time. But I do ask this. At least, come with me. See the people. Let them know that you are alive, and that you have not abandoned them. Tell them of the wonders of the surface. Maybe, just maybe, we can start to show them. Protecting ourselves does not mean closing ourselves off from the rest of the world.
I can do that.
Just a little smile slowly grows across Caliban's face.
Now, where should I start? Should I start with tinfoil?
I think you should start with that odd tradition of talking into a backpack before you will go on an adventure. Looks at the rest of the party. That's what you did, right?
Well, I mean, what?
Lenore just goes, "It's a long story, I'll tell you about it later." we got Neolandis out of the city, and we had him in the bag of holding.
Oh, that's what we should do.
Yeah, of course.
We should have Neolandis come around and show everyone what a wonderful
Yeah, Neolandis has been staying in like the penthouse suite.
Oh, on second thought, that's
Really?
a terrible idea. He knows too much.
We have to kill him. Everyone roll for initiative. You're now fight Caliban.
No!
Then again, I know a lot about him too. Those poor seahorses.
I have to kill me.
I've never seen such terror in a creature's eyes. I'll never hear Vivaldi's Rain the same way again either.
What?
Anyway, what was I going on about?
What? What does that mean?
Exactly.
So,
Squelch is just making like calming gestures at you, just going shh, shh, shh.
so you'll have a lovely public appearance in which Ophelia gets to come out on the balcony and wave at all the subjects.
Disney
And it's that
princess
royal
wave. Yes.
Yes.
You do the cupped hand and you go
Yes.
back and forth.
You wave up, and then you lean down and wave at the children, and then you look back up and you wave.
Yes. And there is much celebrating that the princess has returned.
Yay!
And then there's also people going, wait, isn't she the one responsible for fucking up everything?
Squelch just
Oh! And then there's riots in the streets. It's just like Corvos.
Corvos all over again.
well, this is familiar. Last time this happened, they burned a bunch of bridges.
Well,
Don't worry, we can't burn any bridges here.
It didn't help anyway. Corvos is really scary, Dad. We have to. There's a lot of work to be done.
explain this concept of a bridge. What is
Right, I
what is
suppose-
burning?
Oh, all of that's very complicated. You
Burning
know,
bridges is what Ophelia did when she left.
Okay. Okay. So she condemned thousands to death.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Shit.
Throwing shade as it is known.
Amazing. Neil Landis, when asked if he wants to partake in the festivities, be like, with a mouthful of grapes, just goes, "Are you kidding me? I'm on the run from Queen Eliosa. The last thing I want to do is go telling people that I'm anywhere."
Something else that disturbs me. Perhaps you can look into it. The Maiden Mother and Crone. The sea hags.
Yeah, you did see when the Veiled Master started fighting you, it activated 3 symbols, and the symbols had like inscribed in them 3 women's faces. One of them resembled Ivica. The other 2 resembled like a middle-aged woman and a young lady. You did not see those as being familiar.
Perhaps we should study those and try to find the other 2 women, seek them out. I imagine they won't be if Ivica's still alive.
Oh, Ivica's totally dead.
Oh, that's good. Very good.
Yeah, we turned her into chum.
When did this happen?
In book 2.
6 weeks ago.
Jeez. Well, fascinating. So you mean to tell me that Ivica, the most wizened of the 3, is dead?
Yep.
It's good news, but it's also bad news, because that might push the other 2 members of the Coven to do something like this.
I don't know a lot about covens. Why is
If anybody wants to roll knowledge, Arcana, I think.
Oh.
You can learn about how covening works.
Damien will do that. 1d20 plus 20. Oh, god damn it. I got a 2 on die. Yeah, who else has
For a total of what?
22.
Yeah, you guys don't know what the deal with with 3 hags actually is. You've heard of the concept of a hag coven, in which 3 hags would come together, but you don't know why they do it or what that means.
Not a clue.
I suppose we have some research to do.
Yes, and I have, you see, you look back at the king, and for like a split second, you see just this look, just this wave of lethargy just wash over him as he's like the worry lines in his face just grow into trenches for just like a split second.
Oh.
That fight and reviving the Oracle have taken a lot out of me. I think I will definitely need to rest.
You would not, Unia speaks up, you would not happen to have 1,000 gold pieces worth of diamond dust, would you?
Let me check my pocket. No, not. Unfortunately, no.
Oh shit! I don't wear pants. I can't have a pocket.
Unfortunately, no. But I'm sure if you checked with I will get it taken care of. I have to.
I do have restoration prepared today. I was going to use it on Ophelia, but I can prioritize.
No. Use it on Ophelia. I think I will. I should take my leave of you for now. You all have things to do. Thank you for helping me uncover this plot and for bringing my daughter back to me.
Thank you for your hospitality and for convincing your council to stay their hand.
Yes.
I appreciate not dying.
I'm sure we all do. Very well. Does like a slight bow and
everyone else bows in return.
Makes his way out.
Ophelia kind of fancy.
All right.
And you will be provisioned with enough potions of water breathing to sustain you for your journey back.
Man, you guys have a lot of these.
You're noticing the stock is lower now than it should have been. It seems that it has not been replenished since the aboleths were killed.
Oh. They were making some to imprison people from the surface?
Yeah. I don't think you guys succeeded on your knowledge check to get this, but I'll go ahead and tell you the potions of water breathing that you guys have been getting have been basically just refined aboleth mucus. Which aboleth used to keep surface dwellers loyal to them because, what else are they going to do? They need it to live down here.
Yep.
Damien's going to make a fortitude save.
So, okay. It is bedtime for me.
Oh, good night, Mike.
Good night. But thank you.
Mike, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, beautiful guest.
Now, if our listeners have enjoyed your presence on our podcast, which of course they have, where could they find more of your talkings?
They can find it in a couple of different places. I am on Twitch at _prince_of_spades. I'm also I'm on a weekly game. I run a game that actually has Daft and Rain in it.
What?
What?
This is the first time I'm hearing of this game.
It is called Trap and the Slumbering Gods. Thank you again for having me. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you for coming on.
Yes.
It's been wonderful having you.
And you all
and happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
All right. So we've had a nice little break.
Yes.
That was a great guy, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. What a cool guy. I'm glad he's gone. Fuck.
Yeah, if we had him on all the time, then
people wouldn't pay attention to us.
Yeah.
And obviously the show is about us.
Obviously. It's not to have and to Mike.
To Mike and to Ike. Wait, no, shit. We're not sponsored by them. Fuck. Anyway. So, it is lovely to have Mike on.
It is.
If you want to hear us hang out with Mike, watch Trap and the Slumbering Gods.
Very good. Very good stuff.
Every other Friday on Twitch. But we still have a lot to do today.
We do.
So
we have a whole bunch of things to do.
So you all, to keep things short, you make it to the shore, somewhere around the town of Veldraine.
When we reach the shore, everyone gets out of the water and their mermaid tails change back into their legs and whatever they were wearing on their legs. And Ophelia comes out of the water.
Not wearing pants.
And her tail is still a tail.
Ah, yes.
Leading to a brief moment of confusion before she grabs her pants out of the bag of holding, goes...
flops over to a place behind some shrubs.
somewhere private, and casts Fins to feed on herself, which will last for 10 hours.
Great. A whole adventuring day.
Yay! That's the first time I've actually been able to use that spell, and she's had it as a spell-like ability the whole
entire time.
Game.
Also, because you are no longer cursed to no longer be part of your existence on the surface, and you're now full merfolk again. You get back your +2 to con.
Yes!
You have now earned it. As opposed to, how long was it that you had it before I said all of book 1?
Until Ophelia died.
Well, I like rewarding people for failure, so you died and now you get a +2 to your constitution.
Yay! All I had to do was die twice.
You only die twice. Or actually, you might die an unknown remaining number of times.
All right, let me make sure. Okay, let me get rid of... am I still... do I still have my Ratfolk bonuses? Or not Ratfolk. Do I still have my Were-Rat bonuses?
No.
You
no longer smell things like you did before.
All right, let me take scent off of my perception.
You have a brand new body.
That is completely...
You found the cure for lycanthropy. It's dying.
Yay!
I don't know if that technically works. You might still have lingering cravings for cheese. But... you know.
But she did get a whole new body.
Ophelia can only have so many forms at any given time.
I am a multitude.
Anyway.
Do we happen to have any diamond dust? Did we get any as part of the treasure?
I mean, I would just... you could just take it out of your money that you have.
Okay.
I don't track things like diamond dust and diamonds.
Yeah, let me just take 1,000 GP.
I usually make a big deal out of getting a resurrection diamond, but other than that, just take it out of your gold cost.
Okay. I will... Unia has restoration prepared today, so they are going to cast restoration on Ophelia to get rid of her negative level. One of the nice things about resurrection is you only get 1 negative level. Boop. You don't lose any spells, although that's not important for Ophelia. So, Unia goes over to Ophelia, they put their hand out, and they sprinkle the diamond dust on Ophelia's head, like they are anointing her, and Ophelia sneezes. And as she sneezes, there's this
the negative level comes out
of negative energy that sort of leaves her body. And Unia goes, "Bless you."
At this point, now that you guys are out of the water, Neolandus sticks his head out and he's like, so, did we get that amulet of proof against detection and location?
Did we?
No.
No, sorry. You see...
I'm going back in the bag.
All right, bye.
You know, they can technically still scry on me on this other plane
But
of
it's
existence,
harder.
but it's harder.
It's harder.
For those of you listening at home, one of the benefits of having Neolandus spending all his time in the bag of holding is it's harder for enemies to scry on him. This is a thing that Daft and I are both aware of, but I realize that some people might not be aware of it. I know if you're coming at this from a 5e perspective, you can't. I believe you can't actually scry on things on other planes of existence. However, in Pathfinder, you can still scry on things on other planes of existence, but if you're on another plane, such as inside the pocket of the ethereal plane inside a bag of holding, you get a +5 to your will save. So it makes it a lot easier to do it. And also, in some planes, local conditions prevent scrying because,
only
space works differently.
If only we could put that on our bag of holding. Well, we are heading to Veldrain because it is a small, out of the way town. And
Oh, no, that's not accurate.
No,
It's a decent sized right in the way town.
It's at the mouth of the harbor.
Oh, okay.
Everything comes through this town.
Okay, we are going to Veldrain because it is a centrally located location that is a good place for us to regroup.
Yes.
Maybe we can find an amulet of proof against detection and location there.
For a little bit, as people that have grown up or lived around Korvosa for a long period of time, collectively you will know that Veldrain is the second oldest Chalaxian settlement in Varissia. Veldrain has long depended on Korvosa for trade and support, even as Korvosa has relied on it for naval protection. It is the holding most reliant on Korvosa for its existence, which it more than makes up for with its nigh impenetrable defense of Conqueror's Bay.
Oh.
Veldrain's ships act as Korvosa's navy, and its small but prestigious naval academy trains the best sailors and ship captains in Varissia. In addition to its powerful navy, Veldrain also guards the bay with its impressive chain, a massive feat of engineering. The chain is miles long and is anchored deep within a basalt shelf opposite the town.
Wow.
An immense winch allows teams of men and oxen to wind the slack links and raise the massive chain to just below the waterline, effectively blocking the bay off to ships. To date, Veldrain has only needed to use the chain once during a raid by Riddleport pirates in 4685, although authorities test and inspect the winch and chain once per month.
It's like a big fence.
You all will actually, as you're sort of coming toward the city, you will see water like falling off of this massive chain as it rises up out of the water at the edges. You can see in the distance, just at the edge of your field of vision, on the opposite shore, there is this huge basalt column with like an anchor point on it, where you can see the opposite side of the chain growing taut. As you're approaching the city, you can hear people shouting. You join in with the lines of traders that are sort of making their way into the town.
As we're going past the chain, can I look at, does the basalt formation, does that look to be natural, or did somebody build it?
It's 11 miles away.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 11 miles away.
Okay. My mistake.
It's 11 miles away.
I was gonna have Squelch make a check and everything. Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, sorry. It's 11 miles away. You could roll a knowledge history, though, to know if the basalt is natural.
Yes, let's try that. Who has knowledge history? Oh boy. All right. Unia got a 27. Damien helps.
Yeah, you'll know from just Korvosan history that the basalt shelf is a natural formation. It is apparently from some time when water levels were higher in this area. The chain was built in. Wait, let me see. Did I say when it was built? The chain has been here for most of Korvosa's existence. Basically, it was one of the first things that they set up after they had control of all of Korvosa. Was they were like, we need to be able to control the sea too.
Yes. Build a fence.
Yeah, build a fence.
No offense.
So
chain.
You all will be coming up to the city walls. There is a sprawl outside the city walls of residential areas, farmland, every now and then the odd temple to, a Rastil or Gozra. There's like shrines in public places. There's wells There's little plazas.
Oh, if there's a shrine to Desna, Damien would actually like to stop.
Yeah, we'll just roll a survival as you're looking around.
All right. Squelch, help us out here.
Damien, roll a survival.
Damien. Oh no. Damien's got.
You're looking for a shrine to Desna.
Damien's got a +1.
Yeah.
Come on, Damien. Oh no, 5.
You don't see anything.
Damn it.
Oh, as you're going though. Now, what's your goal in Veldrain? What do you want to do?
Well, first I want to see if we can find an amulet of proof against detection and location for Neolandis.
And then?
And then I want to find some place to hunker down. Vencarlo said that he has some way of making a place that is safe, but I don't know what the details of that are. So we can find a place to hunker down. Vencarlo can do his thing. And then I think we need to do some resource gathering and research. I think we might want to prepare for a trip to Kermaga. But first, before we go to Kermaga, we kind of got to know what we're looking for. Otherwise, we'll spend like 20 more sessions in Kermaga.
Okay, when asking Vencarlo about how he does his thing to prepare a place, he goes, "I have with me a special mask. And he sort of pulls it out of a pocket. It's like, this mask was passed down to me from the previous Blackjack. It allows you to treat your vigilante level as 4 levels higher for the purpose of any vigilante talents that you currently have." Yes. And it's nicely embroidered. It looks like a very nice old piece of fabric, gleaming with magic, and it has it's like perfectly shaped to his face. He goes, "Now, when establishing myself in a new territory, I can establish a safe house. And one of the things that I can do is ensure that everything within the safe house is protected. I'm not the most familiar with magic, but I believe it functions as the spell Mage's Private Sanctum.
Oh, wow.
I had this in effect at my academy, which is how I kept people safe before."
That's super cool. Ophelia sort of comes forward and inspects the mask as she's talking.
Wait, you said establish yourself. Does that mean they would need to know you as Blackjack here? Would word spread?
Word would have to spread of my renown in order for me to establish this ability.
So, if Iliosa is looking for reports of Blackjack,
We would be able to protect any within the safe house, but she would know where Blackjack is.
so it might make Neolandis safer,
But the rest of us more
but the
vulnerable.
rest of us more vulnerable. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Now, unfortunately, I can only do this in an area of renown. And it takes a week to build that renown.
all right. Should we...
I don't intend to stay in Veldrain for a week.
Totally fair.
I did have the thought. We could make our way to Jason Adriel at Blackbird Ranch, outside of Hars.
Oh, yeah, we could go there.
I trust Jason. He has access to many of my old adventuring friends.
Yeah, he's been keeping Trinia and Petilia safe.
Yeah. This is why I trust him. A long time ago, I was part of a band of adventurers, back before I set my roots in Corvosa as Blackjack. And when I was part of this band, Jason was a tracker for us. there were 6 of us in number. And ever since, we have scattered to the winds, as it were. Jason has his ranch, I had my fencing academy. We have other friends, but getting in contact with them would be difficult.
So if we go to Harse, you get to meet your friend, we all get to stay safe, and Ophelia gets to see your girlfriend again.
I could put aside Blackjack, establish myself as a hero of the town. A new identity.
In Harse?
In Harse. And if I do that, we could secure the ranch as a safe house.
Makes sense. You get to make a place that's safe, catch up with old friends. Ophelia gets to see her girlfriend again.
Yes.
She's not my girlfriend. Not yet.
What of a love 'em and leave 'em type then?
We didn't know if we would ever see each other again. I guess we are gonna see each other again.
Ophelia's smiling and blushing a little bit.
Amazing. And all the letters that were sent to my post office box and you sent back, those were you not thinking you would see each other again?
You know.
Don't worry, I didn't read any of them.
Well, you know, I did die.
Yes.
I was kind of thinking in case something happened, she would have something to remember me by.
Like naked pictures. This is an uncomfortable conversation. You're telling me. Ophelia said that I was the best artist that she knew, who wasn't a child, and so I had to draw the pictures.
Paint me like one of your Galton girls.
I don't want to do that. Just because I spent lots of years in school practicing my line work doesn't mean that I draw obscene drawings of my friends.
I mostly just did it to see the look on your face when I asked.
No.
I love you, Damien.
She ruffles his hair. Stands on her tiptoes to ruffle his hair.
Anyway, so with all that in mind, I have no interest in establishing an identity here.
No, that makes sense.
But we could supply ourselves.
It's definitely easier to supply
Avail
ourselves
ourselves
here.
of the local rumors.
Oh, good old rumor gathering. I haven't done that in a while.
Well, I imagine people will be talking about things that have happened in Corvosa.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wonder how
It has been several days.
I wonder how the news about the Arconas has come out.
And so you will now be getting to the city walls. Mm-hmm. There will be a checkpoint set up.
Oh, we should disguise ourselves.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
How are you disguising yourselves? Just as unassuming travelers?
Yes, unassuming travelers and an OTUG. What can we do about the OTUG?
Disguise it as a cow.
Is there a cart, an abandoned cart somewhere that we could cast? Yeah, that somebody may have abandoned that we could
probably
cast
find one
mending
somewhere
on?
along the road as you were approaching.
Okay, and we could cast mending on it, and then we will put Portobello in the cart.
Yes.
And cover Portobello with a blanket.
Okay.
And
how are you pulling the cart?
Okay, never mind. We'll have Portobello pull the cart, and Damien is going to use the deck to cast Major Image.
Okay.
To make Portobello look like an ox.
Okay, that works.
And
Portobello grabs the bar with his tentacles and just goes. Starts pushing.
He's very excited. And we'll have people pile into the cart.
So you use Major Image to make Portobello. Basically, you don't cast Major Image on Portobello, but you make a Major Image surrounding Portobello.
Yes.
that looks like an ox.
It's like a little cube in which an ox is located.
Yes.
Yes, we will go forward towards the checkpoint.
Okay. So you approach the gate, and you can see banners draped from the walls.
I just realized I should make a disguise check probably for my characters. Let's have Ophelia put makeup on people.
Have 3 people roll disguise, and we do. This is a group disguise check.
Okay. Let me pull Ophelia's token out onto the and she's still a negative 1,000 health. Whoops. And okay.
Mm-hmm.
Skills.
Disguise plus 12. Oh
Wow!
Oh,
You
it
make
rolled
quite a
over
disguise. You paint up your wagon. What do you want to look like? What do you want your group to be disguised as?
Just
So we have Squelch, Damien, Lenore, Ophelia, Unia, Vencarlo. Is that everybody?
we're a band.
You're a band. You're a band.
We're a band. We look like a group of completely mediocre bards.
Probably sound.
We are the Verizian or the setting equivalent of one of those shitty garage bands that has never ever played on stage.
Oh my god!
We're going to our first gig.
You're going to your first gig.
Okay, so Ophelia got a 30. I'm just rolling for people with ranks in disguise. Damien got a 15. Lenore got a 10 and just barely helps. Lenore doesn't actually have ranks in disguise, but she has a high charisma, so. I think that's all of the people. So, Unia does take a -5 penalty to their disguise because of their prominent scar. And Squelch will use skin shape to look like a different goblin than she usually looks like.
Okay. So you are approaching the checkpoint. There are red banners on the walls that feature a golden crown. And you can see a checkpoint set up with several like gray maidens and a number of local militia
Oh boy!
inspecting travelers' carts and things.
It's very good we disguise ourselves. Why are the Grey Maidens here?
It's one of Corvosa's holdings.
I guess. For some reason, I was expecting the Grey Maidens to be a Corvosa only thing.
Nope, not anymore. Not anymore. Yep, there's gray maidens at the gate. There's like 2 gray maidens and then like a dozen militia guys. And
Excellent.
you're approaching this large, actually poorly maintained stone wall. And there's like a bunch of fences, little buildings set up where they have like stockpiles of goods. There's like a little place where people can hitch their carts. There's an inn, and then there's the gate going into the city. And what's going on right now, the Grey Maidens are sort of like patrolling back and forth as the militia search people's carts. A few people ahead of you. You'll see somebody going, hello, yes, just coming back into town. I brought a nice crop of radishes for market. And one of the guards sort of like wrinkles his nose and goes, "You're gonna sell these at the market?"
Oh.
These are look like they might be a little bit past their expiration date.
Oh.
It's like, what are you talking about? They're perfectly good. I don't think these pass inspection.
Oh no.
I think might have to seize this.
They're impounding his radishes?
We can't have food unfit for market coming into the city. No, please, I need to sell this. This is my latest crop. I need the money. Well, I suppose, the guy looks over, the guard, looks over his shoulder at the Grey Maidens who are busy, checking somebody's paperwork on something else. He goes, I suppose that they're not that old. Maybe they're fine. But you are going to have to pay a premium to get an extension on the expiration date. And he goes, what? Never had to do that before. This is always... I always come here just right after they've been picked. Well, you know, new queen, new rules. You know how it is. I don't want to bother the Grey Maidens. Please, I don't have anything. What do you want? Just a little bit of your selling price. That's all.
Shithead.
But I need all that I've got. Charge more then. Who cares? That's the cost of doing business, isn't it? And you want to be able to afford to do business, don't you? Man, sort of, I don't have anything with me. Well, then how about this? We'll just take, and one of the militia guys grabs a couple bags of radishes and just slings it over his shoulder. We'll just take a little bit as a deposit. You sell the rest, come back, and we'll give them back to you. And you can sell those at the market price. This is absurd. And you see one of the Grey Maidens look over. Is there a problem? And as the Grey Maiden turns her helmet toward him, the rest of her head also turns as well. It's not just the helmet turning.
She turns her helmet. I can't see anymore. She turns the rest of her head.
The man goes, no. That's fine. No trouble. And the militia guy smiles. Very well. We'll just hold these at impound for you. And when you've sold what you have left in the cart, come back and claim them. Make sure you sell enough to cover the fee, though.
I'm gonna go buy this man's fucking radishes.
And the guy sort of oh, yes, sorry. They take two bags of radishes from him and let him pass. Stamp his paperwork.
All right.
See that he has actually got quite a lot of paperwork.
Ooh, we don't have any paperwork.
And next couple people go by. Most of them, they're just travelers with packs on them. They open the backpacks on their little tables and make sure there's no illicit goods in them.
Oh. We have a bag of holding with a man in it. Let's have Portobello carry the bag of holding and hope that nobody notices the major image.
Portobello, where is Portobello carrying the bag of holding?
Portobello has 3 tentacles, right?
Yes.
So
he's pushing the cart with
two tentacles are pulling the cart.
Yes, and one of them is holding the bag of holding.
A tentacle sneaks out of the major image. So the ox extends a tentacle and grabs the bag of holding.
Okay.
And it retreats back into the ox.
It retreats back in. Hold on. I need Portobello to make a will save.
He's pretty good at them. He has a +4 against enchantment spells and effects. Actually, he's really bad at will save shit.
Here, I got it. I got a 6.
Oh god.
You see the tentacle come out, take the bag, and...
No!
Damn it.
Right. So you all come forward.
Yes.
The militiaman at the front waves you forward, just gesturing slightly with his hand. Come on. What's your business in Veldraine?
We are traveling performers. We're new. We're the Opal Sky.
Opal Sky.
We're so excited to be here. There are some inns that we're going to see if we can perform at.
You're going to see if you can perform at them?
You know, people are always looking for entertainment.
Do you have a license?
Could we get a license in the city?
I mean, you'll have to talk to the Ministry of Culture.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
That's going to be that's going to be at the Lord's estate.
The Lord's estate. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting.
And sort of like sniffs that you should wash your ox.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Do you have travel papers? Place of origin?
Oh.
Showing your destination is Veldraine?
Do we need papers?
Where are you coming from?
Oh, we're coming from Hars.
Hars. And you don't have any papers? Saying that you're from Hars?
I must have... Did we...
Ophelia looks at Damien.
Iscan, you were supposed to get the papers. Look, I'm sorry. This never happens. I usually get them myself. I should always just get them myself.
Yep. Roll bluff.
Skills. Alrighty. Bluff. Natural 20.
Amazing. Yeah, fucking Hars. Never fucking doing any of their goddamn paperwork. We're gonna have to send word to Hars, asking about, what did you call yourself?
Oh, the Opal Sky, but we just came up with that name on the trip.
You just came up with that name on the trip.
You know, we've gone back and forth.
And you're coming to Veldraine to perform.
We've gone back and forth on it a lot. Do you want to hear me sing?
Not particularly.
Oh.
I don't get paid enough to listen to every country bumpkin that wants to make their name in the city.
I suppose that's fair.
What taverns are you going to be trying to perform at?
I'm not... we've never actually been to Veldraine before, to perform at inns. I don't actually know any of the names of the inns here.
So you don't know any of the names of the inns. You just came up with your band name, and you think you're going to go to one of these inns and perform.
I think
without
it makes...
a license.
I think it makes for a fantastic underdog story, don't you?
I hate underdogs.
I think the more things that are potentially standing in our way, the better chance we have of making it work.
All right. There's a few places in town. You have the Loud Frog Inn. The Clinky Chain.
No!
And the Rare Sailboat Inn. If one of those will sponsor you and register your performance with the Ministry of Culture, you can perform it.
Oh wow!
You need to, and he pulls out a notebook, or pulls out a rather large book, flips through, and finds a sheet of paper, pulls it out, hands it to you.
Take it.
This is a writ of passage saying that you can temporarily stay in the city. This is only good for 3 days.
3 days! Okay, we have 3 days to make it.
You have 3 days to make it in the city or you're out on your ass.
Oh, this is going to make such a good story.
No, it's not.
Well,
But try anyway.
we don't need anyone to believe in us if we believe in ourselves.
Whatever. Next!
God, this guy's a prick.
And, yep.
As we pass, Portobello will let out a little fart.
Ugh. God! What do you feed that ox?
You know.
Bags of holding.
Bags of holding mostly. When we get out of sight, Damien is going to hop out of the cart and run over to Portobello.
Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Portobello rumples up and just.
Squelch comes over.
Portobello, what do you have?
Tasty snack.
No, that's the bag of holding. There's a person in there. You wouldn't want to hurt a person, would you?
No.
I would be very disappointed in you.
Sticks his tongue out and there's a bag of holding
Thank you.
on it.
And Squelch grabs the bag. It is covered in OTO
Oh yeah,
spit.
it's just covered in drool. This long tendril of drool pulls off of it as you take it off of his tongue. Just sloppily falls on the ground. Big wet globs.
Oh, Damien's gonna start casting prestidigitation.
Right. And with that, you are in Veldraine.
Oh, I would also like to. Do we see Radish Man here?
You do not, but there are signs pointing that the market is in the center of town.
Okay. I would like to find Radish Man. I feel bad about Radish Man, but I wasn't able to do anything in line because I couldn't draw attention to myself, because then the Grey Maidens might recognize us.
So you're now in the city. There's people going about their business. There's a bunch of shops along this street here where people are selling all manner of goods. There's alchemy shops. There's wand wrights. There's tailors. There's cafes and things like that.
Amazing.
There's a few shops selling goods from distant lands. It's rather nice. Along the south edge of the road into town here, there is a rather large public park with a hedgerow in the middle, inside of which is a rather large stave church.
Okay.
Rising out of the park.
Wow.
At the top of it, there is like a weather vane that has a bow and arrow and a set of antlers.
Oh, it's a
protruding
big
from
old
it.
church of Erastil.
Yes. And there's nicely manicured trees all around.
Yeah.
It has a weather vane on top that looks like a bow and arrow and a set of antlers.
This is a gorgeous little map, by the way.
I got it off of Reddit, I believe, by you Tertero. That's Terterro.
There's little boats.
Yep.
It's very good.
Following along, there will be the docks over here, where you can see many of the dock hands hard at work unloading some ships. There's like 7 docks along this area, and all of them have like 3-masted ships parked at them. You can hear the creaking of ropes and the shouting of deckhands as they move the cargo to and fro. There's somebody at the front of the docks with their little table set up, counting all of the transactions as they occur.
Amazing.
It's a furor of activity. And then to the north, you can see the market. And this is an open air market featuring. There's a lot of Varisian merchants here. There are Varisian merchants with little tents set up selling fine clothing and leather pouches and belts and things and magic items. There's a fortune telling booth in there. And then there's the produce market as well.
Yes.
With all of the local farmers bringing forth their produce.
I would like to go to the farmer's market.
And you're looking for Radish Man?
Yes, I'm looking for
Probably
Radish Man.
not too hard. He's just now setting up his cart, and you would have been following pretty close behind him, actually.
I'm going to stop a little ways off. I'm just going to have Ophelia stealth over and leave like 5 gold on his counter.
Roll stealth.
Stealth. Oh, what's the moon phase?
It's currently
I have a lovely little query macro here.
June 29th, 2008. Feel bad. My dad got me an almanac for, I believe, my birthday last year. And I felt bad because we were already using the 2008 almanac for the game. And if we hadn't, I would have started using that almanac for 2008 moon phases. It is just past last quarter.
Okay.
going on toward New Moon.
Okay. So I think
I would
yes.
say New Moon. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
There's less than the last quarter.
Ooh. 32. There's a free action to activate Ring of Chameleon Power, so 42.
And you sort of blend into the background a little bit.
That ripple of active camouflage.
Not full invisibility, but
Yeah. Sort of just Now I'm gray as I go over the flagstones. Now I'm brown as I lean against a stand of apples or
leave
something.
5 gold.
Yes.
And as the guy is unpacking his carts, he's setting up his awning, all that stuff, he looks over and looks at the tent next to him and goes, Did you leave this here?
No, man, no. The guy in the other tent goes, yes, I did.
The guy in the other tent goes, yeah.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, I did. And then he's like, how much money's in it? 30 platinum? Guy just takes it, goes, puts it in his pouch. Ah, no, you must have had a different one. Sorry, that seems like a big deal. Guy, the other one goes,
There. We have recouped Radishman his losses at the hands of the horrible, horrible guard. And with that good deed done, I would like to look for a magic item shop and also see if we can get some rumors, because Vencarlo was talking about wanting to get rumors. Because we're right out in the middle of the market right now, I might want to listen to the rumors people have, like, as they're coming into town. And then maybe we can go to, like, somewhere else where people gather after that. Like, we're sort of getting, like, a wider sample here, and then maybe if there's something interesting, we can go and interrogate some people at a local tavern. Ply them with alcohol, get them to tell us the secrets of the town. So, would Vencarlo be able to roll a diplomacy check to gather rumors here as well?
yes, Vencarlo could do.
All right, I think I will have Ophelia, Lenore, and Vencarlo do that.
Vencarlo is disguised as just an average dude. Because he can do that.
He's got like a blonde soul patch. His name
But
is
still gray hair.
His name is Chad. Hey.
Wow, he's really bad at this, actually.
Oh no!
Fuck. All the fucking charisma this guy has. You would think that he'd be good at gathering information.
Oh,
He's really bad at it,
the
actually.
skill ranks. Oh no, Lenore's not very good
so,
at it.
You see in the distance Vencarlo going up to a guy who's going, fresh fish, salted fish, pickled fish, all kinds of fish. And
Fish tacos.
Vencarlo says, hey there, fellow traveler. Where are the cool skate parks in this Coolsville town?
Oh no! How do you do,
Daddy-o?
fellow kids? Oh no!
Guy goes, you buying any fish? Maybe. If it's worth your while. It gives a standard price for fish. Vencarlo goes, yes! I will buy the salted fish. There you go. Vencarlo spends some money on salted fish. Say there, have you heard any interesting... Get out of my face. Do you want to buy more fish? No, this is a perfectly good amount of fish.
I am satisfied with my purchase, thank you.
I am satisfied with my purchase. Okay, looking around at a few people are like, the fuck?
Oh my god, Vencarlo.
Anyway, he rolled very badly. I got a 9.
Oh no! Well, Ophelia got a 29. So...
What did Lenore get?
What?
What did Lenore get?
Lenore got an 8.
So how does Lenore go about gathering information?
Lenore sees that Vencarlo has the right idea, but his execution could use some work. Lenore goes up to a cart where somebody is selling, like, I don't know, like a butcher
Eggs.
shop selling fresh meats, and
Someone
Lenore goes,
selling eggs.
Yeah, they're selling eggs. Lenore goes, "You want to arm wrestle?
What?
Arm wrestle?
Are you threatening me?
No, it's for fun.
I don't want to. No, I don't want any trouble. I just. Do you want to buy meat?
No, I'm sorry. This is awkward.
Look. I'm sorry. What's?
No. I just you.
I don't have any money.
You look like you'd be good at arm wrestling. Never mind.
Because I have muscles.
Yeah, look.
Everybody always assumes that I'm like, always trying to get in fights or something.
Shit.
I'm just a butcher, man.
I'm sorry. Look, I just
chop meat all the time.
I'm sorry.
But I'm a delicate soul.
I understand.
I'm a delicate soul. I also like crocheting.
I'm a worshiper of Shell, and I appreciate your art.
I don't think you do. You just thought of me as just some hunk of meat.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, you want a hunk of meat?
Yeah, I feel terrible. Actually, can I buy some of the eggs? Yeah.
However, Ophelia.
I'm sorry. Just give me a second. Oh my god. Lenore takes the eggs back to Portobello and starts feeding the eggs to the ox. Ophelia.
There's a reason we keep you around.
The party breathes a sigh of relief as the party face is back in play.
Beautiful. So Ophelia, how are you going about gathering?
So Ophelia is going to pull out a purse. There's not anything in the purse, but she's going to sort of look like she's getting some coins out, and she's going to go up to, I don't know, a stall with sort of maybe like a pretty young lady at it or something. Oh, hello. I think.
Hi there.
I think I might be lost. This is the Central Market. But I was looking for a place that sells.
She looks at what is this lady selling?
She's selling handbags.
Handbags. I was looking for a place that sells handbags.
Leather handbags.
Oh, you sell handbags.
I do.
I didn't even notice.
We have the finest selection, with rich Talden leather.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. They're beautiful.
Yes.
Oh.
All the latest styles.
Oh, all the way from Taldor.
Yes.
I suppose you've traveled quite a way then.
Oh, I mean, I'm just kind of a reseller. I get my stock from the ships, and kind of just sell them here.
Well, I bet you get a lot of interesting conversations when you're at the docks.
Yeah, dock worker is not the most.
Do they not really have any stories to tell?
Well, I mean, there's some pretty interesting stuff coming out of Corvosa.
Oh?
Have you been to Corvosa?
Oh, I keep meaning to get there, but
I wouldn't go right now. Apparently things are really bad.
Oh no.
Did you heard about the Blood Veil epidemic, right?
Yeah.
They had this whole city quarantined.
Oh, goodness.
And then they managed to heal it on most of the city, but then it was Endrin Isle, the top part. Yeah, that was still under quarantine like forever.
Oh no.
And luckily, there's a hero that stepped in to make sure that everything's okay.
Oh.
I mean, so have you heard of Blackjack?
That's the card game, right?
No, it's a guy. He calls himself Blackjack, and he's supposed to be like a hero of the people. Anyway,
is he good at playing cards?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think that's one of his abilities.
Oh, all right.
Cards. Anyway. So, I think he died or left the city or something. Anyway, he abandoned Corvosa.
Oh no!
Or died. I mean, maybe he didn't abandon them, but anyway, he's gone. But this new guy showed up. They call him Traphasia. He wears a golden mask and red cloak and defends the people of Endrin Isle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Traphasia.
Yeah. Apparently, he made sure that the Blood Veil quarantine would stay in effect, so that the healers could focus on keeping everybody in Endrin Isle safe. And I think now they're healed or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good. Man, I am really glad that I didn't try to go to Corvosa during that time.
Yeah, well, now that Traphasia's defending everybody. I think everything should be fine.
Yes.
I think there were some other heroes too, but I haven't heard anything more about them.
Well, I think Traphasia is probably the most important one.
And it's actually, as you're saying this, as you guys are talking, the stall owner, the next one over, goes, "Oh, the other heroes. You didn't hear what happened with them?"
What happened?
So these people made a huge deal about stopping the Blood Veil epidemic. Mm-hmm. They call themselves the Cover of Night.
They couldn't think of a better name?
No, apparently that was the best they could come up with.
Goodness.
Anyway, they saved the city from Korvosa. There's a huge festival. Everybody loves them, right? They've got action figures and merchandising, a shoe deal, all kinds of stuff like that. And then, because there's no big thing going on, you know what heroes do, right?
What?
Well, they felt they weren't getting enough attention. They murdered Glorio Arcona.
Who?
Oh, Glorio Arcona. He's one of the big lords of Korvosa, or he was anyway. He's dead now.
That's horrible.
They killed him because he was gonna heal Endronile.
That's terrible.
And they didn't want him to steal their spotlight. Oh. They wanted to be the ones responsible for curing all of Bloodveil, but they couldn't heal Endronile.
I guess it just goes to show you can't ever really trust heroes.
No, heroes like that, they show up, they do some really great thing, but they're all scumbags, really.
Well, now I'm wondering if we should be trusting this Traphasia person.
No, that guy's actually real deal. He was apparently handing out doses of vaccines to orphans and the elderly. I heard that he was helping old ladies cross the street and stuff like that. Yeah. Also, he can amazing. Fly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool. Man, I don't know what I would do if I could fly. Probably fail all my fly checks.
I hear that flying is really hard if you don't put skill ranks into it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that Traphasia is going to defend the city now that the Cover of Night are gone.
Oh, well, it really sounds like it's probably better off in his hands anyway.
Yeah, he knows how to work with the city and make things better. They were always trying to upset things. They would have burned the whole city down if it meant that they got on the front of a newspaper.
So rude. Well,
anyway,
that is a really interesting story. Thank you. And how much are these handbags?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Sorry, I just
these ones.
These
would be 20 gold.
20 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
For one of these. But maybe I could give you a discount if you're doing anything later.
Well, I'm really flattered. Unfortunately, I do have a girlfriend.
Oh my gosh. And she blushes and she's like, of course. Well, it was lovely meeting you.
It's really yeah. It's great.
It's 20 gold.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 gold, and then can I get the green one?
Yeah. And she grabs a green handbag.
Thank you so much.
So you now have a green handbag. Valued at. Do you want to roll appraise?
Yeah. I got a +6 to appraise. Let's see how it goes. Oh, for some reason it only says +5 on the macro. So, god damn it.
Yeah,
12.
It's nice handbag. Probably worth more. She probably gave you a pretty good discount already.
Real Talden leather.
Real Talden leather.
That will go with Ophelia's social identity. She's got a new little clutch now.
Little green handbag. Yes.
Great. So,
what?
Traphasia?
Traphasia.
I'm just rolling. You rolled Damien praise. He rolled terrible.
Nobody in your party's good at appraise.
No.
Wow, you guys fucking suck at appraising.
Ophelia's good at appraise.
Appraise is DC 20 check. How does nobody have the ability to make a DC 20 appraise check?
We've been busy getting other background skills.
That's fair.
Like knowledge history. Look. Every once in a while I need my characters to fall for a grift.
Yeah.
We'll say that's the reason.
But yeah, Ophelia gets back to the party.
Look at what I got.
Unia just goes,
Oh, you found a fake Taldan leather handbag.
Yes, that was a test to see if you knew what I got.
Rolling bluff. Unia rolling sense motive.
Oh. Suppose you're streetwise and such.
Yep, that's me. Streetwise to a T.
But anyway, of course you can tell that it's not real Taldan leather.
Unia pulls out like there's like a little tag on the inside.
Oh.
It says, if it were to have the seal of the royal family of Taldor.
Oh, yep. That's totally right. I
And
definitely
how old
checked
Taldan
that.
exports are.
I am. That's really interesting. I
No,
think
it's not.
Anyway.
Just a piece of trivia that I happen to know.
Anyway, I heard finally the deal with that other vigilante guy who burned the bridges down in Corvosa.
Ah, yes, the man with the golden mask.
Yes, his name is Trefacia?
Trefacia. It's an interesting name.
Is there? Can I make like a linguistics check or something? Have I heard anything like that before? Is it a play on any words I might be familiar with? Is it a reference?
Yeah, you can roll linguistics.
All right, come on, Damien. Roll linguistics. 29. Whew.
So you will know Trefacia is a Taldan term. Or actually, it's a term that's been used in both Taldan society and in Chelish society. It is for a three-faced mask. It's usually a carnival mask.
Okay.
Just to draw it is a Venetian term. Which refers a three-faced mask. Basically, it has a face on each cheek, with eye slits that go across. Your right eye is looking through the left eye hole of the face on this side, and your left eye is looking through the right eye hole on the face on this side, and then you have a face in the center.
Amazing.
And this is why they call it Trefacia.
All right. Trefacia, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, and so this vigilante is known for having a golden three-faced mask.
Maybe Trefacia.
It's Corvosa. What does Corvosa do if not appropriate things and then mispronounce them?
Hold on.
It's like,
Actually, it's pronounced Trefacia.
Oh,
Faccia, yeah. It's faccia, so it'd be Trefacia. I think Carla goes, it looks to me like it's spelled Trefacia.
yeah, that's what I thought, but
No,
Yes,
actually,
now-
it's actually Old Taldan.
I knew that.
you didn't know that.
Like 500-year-old Taldan.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. I have a weird feeling. This is the last time we saw something with three faces. It was those three hags. Do you wonder if maybe they're working together?
Well, I suppose we need to get a close look at the mask to find out if that's something to be worried about.
Damien's making notes in his notebook.
Something else to cast legend lore about.
Whenever you get access to legend lore.
Need to find some scrolls of legend lore. Do you think they have scrolls of legend lore here?
Okay, so, anything else that you want to do today?
I want to see if I can find an amulet of proof against detection on location for Neolandis, who has once again stuck his head out of the bag to breathe.
Yes, I believe.
Smells real bad out here.
Do either gather information or survival to navigate the city.
Well, Squelch can do a survival, and then Ophelia could do a gather information, and we'll see who does better. All right, Squelch got a 24 on her survival check, and Ophelia got 25. Oh god, I'm rolling terribly. A 25 on her diplomacy check.
Okay. So, you're looking around at all the magic item shops here. You guys don't really find anything that would deal in the level of magic needed. However, Ophelia, after I think about 4 hours of schmoozing and things at like various cafes and just talking to people along the street, you will eventually find out that that's probably above the pay grade of this city. However, there are rumors that the Lord of Veldraine, one Ostius Veldraine, has a rather sizable collection of magical items in his estate.
Ooh.
So if you wanted to try your luck, so like basically the way that this information gets to you is somebody going, an amulet of proof against what? Something like that. No, the only person in the entire city who would have anything quite like that would be Lord Veldraine. And I mean, what are you gonna do? Rob Lord Veldraine?
No. Hey, even Carlo. Do you want to help me rob Lord Veldraine?
I heard he's a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Perhaps. But I can't be dressing up as Blackjack.
No, of course not. I can't be dressing up as Siren.
Let's figure it out. Or we could just go to Kamaga and buy one there.
That's boring.
That is boring. Perhaps we'll give it a shot. Anyway. Another thing that you will find as you're searching the town, trying to find this amulet of proof against detection and location, you will find graffiti on a wall down an alley.
Oh.
That has a basically this painting of a purple eye with tendrils coming off of it. And with a crack going down the middle. And it just has written in dark purple lettering, "The shadow waits."
Unia wants to reach out to the graffiti and just touch it with their hand, as if they're not quite sure it's real.
Unia, as you touch it, you will gather. You will actually feel it's still wet.
Damn it!
You now have purple paint on your finger. But in the gleam of the paint, you can see a reflection that actually looks like there is a shadow standing behind you.
Unia will turn.
There's nothing there.
Unia will smile.
Then you look back into the paint and it's gone.
Damien, can you cast prestidigitation on my hand?
Actually, indelible ink. You need at least a third level spell to get rid of it.
No! Unia, the purple-handed cleric.
Do I see?
I'd like to draw your attention to something. The paint is still wet.
Yes. Is there somebody around here? Can I see if there's anybody around here who might have painted it?
Would you like to roll survival?
Yes. Squelch, do you see any tracks? Squelch goes, starts sniffing, sniffs the paint, sniffs the ground. Squelch has a +1 to following tracks and can treat a trail as up to 24 hours fresher. So that is a 29.
So, you will pick up the smell of paint going off toward somewhere in the northwest of town.
Come this way.
Yes. You will get to a rather rundown set of buildings with boarded up windows, and you see a smear of purple paint at one of the windows on the second floor.
We'll approach the door Everyone will stand back a little bit, and Unia will go up to the door and knock.
Okay. There's silence for a moment. And then a board is pulled away from the interior. And you see a set of eyes looking out. Can we help you?
From their whatever. So Unia has some sort of cloak on to disguise them. They pull out their holy symbol of Eridan from the folds of their robe and hold it up so it catches the light. The shadow waits.
And you see the board gets put back into place, and then the boarded up door opens, and you see the boards don't actually connect to the wall.
Oh.
They have nails that are going like just into the boards themselves. But they're attached to the door.
Okay.
In such a way that they swing out with the door. And you find a room lit by candlelight. Sparsely lit. And a purple eye painted on the floor. And the person standing in the doorway just says, "The shadow waits."
Hello.
Hello. Are you here seeking the message of the 13th guys?
I am.
Come in.
Unia will enter. I think the rest of the party will stay
most
outside.
fortuitous that you find this sanctified place. We are one of the first temples to the 13th guys. Have you heard the miracles of Eridan's return?
I've heard some. Please, tell me.
Eridan lives. He has restored the Church of Eridan in Corvosa. They say his prophet drew forth an echo of the building from nothingness, and it still stands now.
Incredible.
Truly, this is a sign that the golden age of man is coming.
We need only reach out and take it.
Exactly. And actually, did you say, is everybody coming in?
No, Unia is the only one coming in.
Uni's the only one coming in.
Other people
And,
are gonna kind of...
Are the others outside, or?
Yeah, mill about. Try not to look too suspicious. Try not to look like they're
Are
loitering.
they inside of the door is what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Okay, gotcha. And the guy sort of closes the door and says, "It is good that you have found us. We are few in number, but we are growing. The time since Eridan's disappearance has seen a great weakening of humanity. Now that he is returning, we will be able to take back what we have lost. Are you prepared?"
Yes, I have heard a great deal about the corruption of the nation of Cheliax. It's turning to devil worship.
Yes.
It's abandoning of Eridan's principles.
Yes, they were some of the first to turn away, and of course they would be. Chelish lines had long been tainted with devil blood. I hear that there were creatures like tieflings walking among them for hundreds of years, even before Eridan was lost. And so Cheliax will be the first to burn, for their lack of faith. But then, there are so many nations that Eridan's grace did not touch. Once Cheliax has been punished, we can certainly turn our attention to places that resisted before, like Kyanet and the Five Kings Mountains.
No.
Yes, it is coming soon.
Why would we destroy what has been built?
Destroy? No, there is no. Eridan is not a god of destruction. Eridan is a god that uplifts. He finds what is being used improperly and turns it toward a greater purpose.
You would destroy Cheliax. You
We would punish the unfaithful.
You would destroy Kyanan.
Kyanan. has never had the opportunity to be blessed with Eridan's grace.
Unia, is becoming
hold on.
Oh, sorry.
We haven't actually said what Kyanin and the Five Kings Mountains and things like that are. So we've established Cheliax's. Do you want to roll knowledge geography on Kyanin and Five Kings?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I know you get it, but
Knowledge geography. Oh, they got a -1 to that. I don't know if they can do that.
you can try. It's not a hard
they
check.
can try. All right. 14.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will know that Kyanin is an elven nation near a lake in Carthan, and the Five Kings Mountains are a dwarven nation that also borders like Andoran and Druma, places that were sort of at the edge of the Chelish Empire, but they were independent. Druma was also independent. The Five Kings Mountains being a coalition of dwarven citadels that sort of all band together in times of need, but are usually kind of independent. But you're noticing a theme to what this guy is saying.
Yes. Eridan is a god of humanity and for humanity, but must that be at the expense of others?
Only those that scheme against humanity. Those who abandoned humanity in the Age of Darkness. That is why Eridan has taken the form of the Shadow. To remind them of the darkness that they abandoned us to.
No. Eridan has taken the form of a shadow to remind us he is with us always.
And you see a few people starting to come out of the edges. Perhaps you were not ready.
Perhaps you are not ready.
And a few people are coming out with, like, clubs and things. Like, maybe you should leave.
Unia's gonna take off their disguise. The prophet of Eridan stands before you.
A few of them, like, pull back and go, what? The guy you've been talking to goes, don't listen to them. This is some sort of trick.
I do not need to deceive you. I need to make you understand. I'm gonna cast Shadow Conjuration that will terrify these people but not kill them.
Do you want to just roll an intimidate check?
Yes, I will roll an intimidate check. I'm benefiting from concealment due to dim light or darkness.
Due to dim light or darkness.
So it's a +4. Fuck.
Okay.
8.
All right. And one of them kind of laughs and goes, call yourself a prophet. You don't see the glory of Eridan as it truly was. And then they are going to come at you with pipes and things. And we will pick up next time.
Oh my god!
The cult's not going so well.
No! Oh no!
It's a human supremacist cult.
Oh fuck! On curse!
Oh, the curse! Oh, the Crimson Throne!
Fuck!
Well, you know what they say, never meet your heroes. Especially if you're really shitty people and your hero has a problem with that. To Have and to Roll is produced by David Clark and Katie Duckshire. The Curse of the Crimson Throne and the Pathfinder role-playing game are property of Paizo and are used in accordance with their community use policy. This session featured sound effects from Syrinscape. To see how you can use Syrinscape to enhance your own games, check out Syrinscape.com. This session also features music from Michael Ghelfi Audio, including The Ascension of Arthur and Siren's Lullaby. Link in the description. We are on Twitter at To Have and To Roll. Rain is at Rain0. That's RANE and the number 0. Daft is at Daft Prodigy. Mike is on Twitter at Prince_O_Spades. You can also check out Mike's streaming channel over on twitch.tv/the_prince_of_spades. We are also on Tumblr, tohaveandtoroll.tumblr.com. We will be back in 2 weeks as Unia confronts some folks who haven't really taken the resurgence of Eridan in the way they had hoped, and the rest of the party tries to make it through Veldraine unscathed. Will the Cover of Night be able to get anything under control? Find out next time. Bye!
I've noticed this in recapping episodes. Ophelia gets naked like a lot.
To be fair to her, this time she had her entire body remade.
Yeah, but like there's been a lot of times Ophelia has just ended up naked. There was the time that she turned into a were-rat.
Yeah.
There was obviously the time with Trinia. And then there was I believe there've been a few other times too. But she's just ended up naked.
I don't think it's been that many times. I mean, clearly,
if I had a nickel for every time Ophelia was naked in the show, I'd have, I think, 4 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened 4 times.
Okay.